By the time we got back to the camp, the staff had cooked lunch. We hurried to the hall and feasted on barbecued chicken, noodles, fresh salads, and ice cream. "I am starving," groaned Aaron, looking his plate with chicken and noodles. "Don't eat too much," I whispered. "Someone might be watching." Christine and Titan laughed, but Madeline gave me a sour look. "You shouldn't make fun of Aaron," she scolded me. When lunch was finished, Mr. Choi announced it was time to explore the lake. We broke up into our groups and boarded small boats that were operated by camp's boatmen. We left the shore behind and sailed out onto the broad lake. The outboard motor chugged through the sparkling water. Dense jungle fringed the lake on all sides. "The lake is fed by some small streams," Mr. Choi told us. "You can see one over there." We cruised towards a muddy little outlet. The stream was very narrow, completely shadowed by trees. On the mud, flat by its mouth, were some old logs. Suddenly, one of them moved. Everybody screamed, and the little boat rocked. "Quiet," ordered Mr. Choi. "The crocodiles are just curious to see who you are. If you don't trouble them, they won't trouble you." One crocodile opened its jaws and suddenly slid into the water. We watched its ripples as it nosed towards us. The boatman increased his speed, and soon we had left it far behind. When we reached the center of the lake, he cut the engine. "It's so peaceful," whispered Titan. We drifted lazily on the water, gazing across to the jungle. Wild bird calls echoed around the shoreline. "If you look carefully," said Mr. Choi, "you can see that the lake is shaped like a butterfly." "It is," Christine squinted into the sun. "See how the lake looks like two butterfly wings? And we are right in the middle between them. I'd hate to see a butterfly that big," said Aaron gloomily. I kept looking back. I was more interested in what the crocodile was doing. We cruised around for another hour, then headed back for games before dinner. The sun was setting and the sparkling water slowly turned inky black. The stillness of night cloaked the valley. "I think it's spooky," Aaron shivered. "It is night in the jungle," Christine nudged him. "It's always like this." "It's too dark." Madeline looked around. Beyond the lights of the camp, it was pitch black. "Anything could be out there," she whispered. "You never know." "I'm hungry," Aaron complained. "I wonder what's for dinner." "Butterfly soup," I joked, running to the chalet to fetch our sweaters. After dinner, we all sang songs around a campfire. And then it was time to turn in. We brushed our teeth and changed into our pajamas. Aaron put down his mosquito net and jumped into bed. "Good night," he called to everyone. No sooner had he put the sheets up over his head than we heard his hideous scream. My heart almost stopped. "Aaron," I shouted, "what's wrong?" His head popped out from under the covers. "I've got wriggling things in my bed," he moaned, his face drained of color. "You are imagining things," I told him, and climbed into my bed. Nothing happened, and then something tickled my skin. One thing at first, then lots of things. My whole bed was alive. I could feel things creeping and crawling all over my bare feet and up my legs. I was being attacked.